Hey friends. So today, something that's showing up for me, and this isn't even fully formed in my mind. I'm really sort of launching this exploration without feeling like I've come to a conclusive insight about it. But what has showed up over the last couple of days and sort of came through this morning again is the significance and the power of saying no to circumstances, events, relationships, opportunities that are not in alignment with us. And I was chatting about this with a close friend and client recently, just a day or two ago. We're talking about when it's hard to say no to something, but you want to say no. What's going on? It's like there's clearly some element in us that has ambiguity. And for me, oftentimes what that points to is a subconscious or semi-conscious sense of, well, what if I say no to this and it's the wrong decision, right? We all have probably, unless we're incredibly rigorous decision makers, we've wrestled with that feeling of, what if I get this wrong? What if I'm chopping off an opportunity that could be, the next great branch of my life? But even when, but the funny thing is, like, sometimes I'll have trouble saying no to something that's clearly not that. It is abundantly evident that the thing I'm saying no to is not something that is sort of deeply feeding me. I mean, I guess, look, there's no way of knowing, right? Any doorway can potentially lead to an unexpected unfolding of life in a magnificent way. But the fact is that that can happen, the fact that any opportunity could potentially be an incredible flowering of our being, doesn't mean we can't be discriminating and decisive and definitive about using our intention to direct where we go, and choosing things and unchoosing things that don't feel right. But I nonetheless, faced with some of those decisions, faced with some of those questions, I sometimes struggle. And, I would say I'm getting far, far better at, even when I struggle, even when my mind is struggling, I don't really allow my deeper self to struggle. I sort of make a decision and go. And then my mind goes, but what if you, and drags me around a little bit. But I'm kind of like, I'm on to you, mind. I know what you're doing. You're not actually, this is not, you're full of it. You're full of it, mind. But I think that the hook, what I'm always looking to do is identify the hook that allows my mind to drag me around like that. Because it's like, well, what's the real reason that I'm even vulnerable to being dragged around, or to being essentially overly preoccupied by a decision that really ought to be kind of a no-brainer, kind of a chink, cut that off. I'm not going this way, I'm going that way. Maybe you can tell I've made one or two of these recently, so they're coming up in my awareness. But what I think it is, what I feel in myself is simply a sense that on some level it's like you think you can get it wrong, or I'm also, even just as I think it through now, I'm kind of realizing I think there's a sense that in the surrender to a universe in which we're being guided and the universe is extending opportunities that are right for us at the moment, right? We know that this is how the world works. If you spend enough time looking at how the world works, the universe is constantly, always, in literally every single second, offering us the thing we need in order to evolve. And in that, but that can be an intellectual realization. We can recognize that. We can experience that enough times to be like, yes, this is definitely how it works. But in every moment of active living, that doesn't mean that we will always have a repose of 100% conviction that we know what we're doing. We can still, even as the universe feeds us exactly what we need, part of that is our psyche, our mind, our entire awareness of ourselves growing into the next moment, into the unknown, frequently being confused, being challenged. So anyway, so in that context where we've kind of arrived at that realization and made that surrender, it can get conflated with, well, when an opportunity comes, it's what the universe, it's my next step. It's what the universe is offering me because it's my next step. But that's not how it works. The universe offering me this might be giving me precisely the thing that I need to say no to, because that's my next step. Because actually being definitive and not allowing my deeper intention, my deeper alignment to be sidetracked by something, it's not so much a test, because I don't feel like it's that binary. It's not a matter of passing the universe's test. It's the universe applying pressure on our intention so that our intention and the sort of knife, like the arrowhead of our intention becomes stronger and actually drives forward into the life we want more powerfully. That doesn't happen without challenges. And some of those challenges take the form of distractions. So the universe might give me 10 opportunities, all of which I need to say no to, as a part of clarifying, deepening, sinking into, and really connecting with my underlying intention. And so that's just an important distinction, because it's easy to get a little kind of, what's the word? Like sort of loosey-goosey about the notion that the universe is always giving us what we need. Oh, so everything that lands in my lap is what I need. Well, no. The universe isn't literally giving me what I need. The The universe is providing the exact context that I need in every moment in order to evolve, in order to grow beyond where we are now. And many, many, many times that will take the form of distractions, that will take the form of paths that we really don't want to go down, but that may offer the promise of some little temptation or some kind of like thing we think we need, some kind of security. And it's like, well, maybe I can go down this path and have this security while also going down this path, which is the one I really want to be going down. Maybe I can do both. Please, maybe. And, again, this is not prescriptive. That may be possible in certain circumstances, or depending on what those paths actually are and who the person is. But it's also common that what we're receiving is kind of like galvanizing our intention. It's pressurizing and compressing and pushing it one way and the other. It's like one of those balance balls where you have to stand in the middle and kind of like not fall in any direction, building the strength of our balance, that kind of thing. And I think for me, it's super helpful to remember that. If I can keep that in mind, then as I negotiate life, as these things come up, I don't fall prey to that idea that, oh, maybe this is the opportunity I need and I can't say no to it. No, that's not a thing. The real question is, what is my underlying intention, and does this align with it? That's all we need to know. That's all I need to know. And it's showing up as significant to take that seriously. And then say a compassionate no, a grateful, compassionate no. A grateful and compassionate no. Thanks, folks. Much love. I appreciate you. Have a wonderful day. I'll see you tomorrow.